I'm just getting set up, waiting for folks to come in. When you come in, let me know. Hi. I'm having some technical setup issues here. Let me... Ha! Hi. Peg, hi. Risty, hi Risty, how are you? Hi Janet. Thank you ladies for being patient with me. It's always a challenge to get it set up. Hi Sheila. Welcome everyone. Oh, it's been a busy week. Hi Christine. Welcome. How is everyone tonight? Hi, Art with your heart out. And I can't remember your name. I'm sitting there going, I didn't write it down. I should have written it down. Art with your heart out. What's your name? Hi, Nancy. Thank you so much, Nancy, for that wonderful December daily. I just love it. Jerry? Hi, Jerry. I didn't see you come in, but... Oh. Good. I'm glad it found you. Hi, Jerry. Well, how about doing some art tonight? I want to continue working in my reverse collage book. I'm getting quite a few pictures finished. I did find my photograph. I had to hunt for it, of the one that we did the other night, last week. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Oh, Jerry, you know, I'm tired tonight. I'm just plain old tired. I'm glad it's Friday. Hi, Aunt Beck. I have to tell you, I found Aunt Beck's chat the other night. I found it, and I found that she chats just right over our supper time. But I went in and I sat down after supper, and I go, oh, Aunt Beck's on. I'm going to miss it. So I hurried up and I went in there. And she was painting this beautiful... Hi, Sibylla. How are you? Beautiful envelope with a snowman on it. And we were just having such a good time. And then at the end, she said, I'm going to give it away. Oh, Ruth, I'm glad it found you. I worked really hard to get those ATCs out. But anyway, as good fortune would find me, I won Aunt Beck's envelope. I'm so happy. I'm just going, oh wow, and I'm feeling a little guilty, but I'll tell you, if I had to win something, that would be it. She did a beautiful job on it. Hi, Mary, welcome. Yeah, it feels good to win something every now and then, doesn't it? Who's Laura? Did I miss somebody coming in? Laura? Laura. Let me see. Oh, Laura. Oh, yeah, who's Laura? I know who Laura is. Of course I know who Laura is. Hi, Laura. I didn't see you sneak in. So anyway, this is the one we did last week, and I did find the picture. I set the picture aside so it wouldn't get mixed up, and of course it got mixed up. I'm not going to go through all of these tonight. I just want to get started. I just want to get started on it. And I'm continuing to do reverse collage in this Childcraft Encyclopedia. It's a 1974 edition, but it's all this particular book is all about art. Yay. And the page I chose to do tonight is this castle page. And I might try to zoom in. Hi, Rose! I'm going to try to zoom in just a little bit more. I've got a little light shining off. I'm not sure I can do much about the light here. It's just going to glare. But once I get my craft paint on there, I don't know if I turn on this other one, if it would help or not. Well, yeah, it did help. No, well, now I bumped my... This is the problem I had setting up. All right, I want to try to zoom in just a teeny bit more. And it's always tricky with the phone. I'm going to give you all a headache. I don't know if that helped or not. Ha! Don't watch the screen until I get done. Well, I'm going to leave it there. So, this is a page about castles. A rich lord once lived in this French castle. So it's over in France. From the castle towers, he could watch his people working in the field. He could see far across the field. If an enemy approached the castle, the Lord had time to warn his people, and then the people would hurry into the castle and pull up the bridge and fight the enemy from behind the walls. The painting and the numbers and the words above it are all part of a 500-year-old calendar called the Book of Hours. This part is for July. Oh, that's cool. That's what this is. July from the Duc de Berry's Book of Hours by the Limburg brothers. Illuminated manuscript about 1410. From, and I think that's Musée Condé Chantilly, France. I'm not reading all that, but, oh, that's cool. I did not realize that was from the Book of Hours. What I'm going to do, though, is the photograph that I found. Isn't that cool, Peg? The photograph, what I like to do is the reverse collage around everything except for the text and the picture. And then I found this photograph of a young boy building a sandcastle. So he's building him a castle. And I'm going to do reverse collage all around here. And what I really like about this photograph is the shape of this boy's head and body kind of mimics the shape of this Book of Hours calendar up in here. And it's July, so July would be when you would be building sandcastles. So I'm just going to get right to it. I do have a little contest tonight. Aunt Beck says, the picture reminds me of one of my son's favorite books, The King, my comment disappeared. The King, Micah, and the Cheese. Ooh, Rose says, Janet, they used crushed semi-precious stone and real gold leaf for their pictures. Isn't that cool, Janet? I have to tell you, though, I was searching this afternoon. I'm going to have to find a better system to keep my photographs and everything, because I know I have a whole bunch of big fussy cuts. But do you think I could find them? No. So I was able to locate this one in another one of the Childcraft books that I had. Okay, the colors that I chose are this dark Admiral Blue. This is an apple barrel. And then I pulled this, but this is more of a turquoise blue, and I'm not sure, this is Key West. I'm not sure I'm going to use that. I have a cobalt blue, bright blue, and this is a bluegrass green, kind of a green fields down in there. I might use that. The white, yellow, oops, you're not seeing these. Yellow, white, and I'm going to get a different yellow because that one's not opened. Yellow, a touch of red, and kind of a mocha for the sand, for the photograph for the boy. Hi, Azure. Welcome. So I'm just going to get started, and let's see. I think I'll just start with, well, no, what I want to do is, the way I've been going this week, if I don't block out this text, I surely will paint over it, because it's been a crazy week again. Hi, Scrapping Life Away. Thank you, Azure. I tell you, Friday came awfully fast for me. I have to say, I don't know where this week went. I don't know where this week went. And I'm going to pull out this old brush. There's nothing saying you can't use it. This is just an old craft brush. Actually, though, I do think I'd much rather use my fingers. And I want some mocha. And I didn't see everybody that came in. So if I didn't get a chance to welcome you, this is your welcome now if I missed you coming in. And I finally got the contest done for Jerry's Recycled Parts for Art. Yeah. And be sure and check out Peg Robinson's channel. She's got a new design project up for Recycled Parts for Art. And she did this really neat bracelet. I'm not a beader. I'm not good with that stuff. I spill the tray and bend the wire the wrong way and the whole thing. But Peg did a beautiful job with those beads. It's a beautiful bracelet. And I'm almost afraid I'm going to mess this side up. Hi, Ramona. Welcome. Hi, Gail. Welcome to you. I kind of got my finger in the paint right about now, watching what I'm doing. And this might be a good time to say, if I get disconnected, sit tight, I'll be right back. And of course, it happened to me already tonight, right at the beginning. I got disconnected. I had to figure out how to get back in. It wasn't as easy this time for some reason or another. Maybe it was because it was the very beginning. I don't know. I kind of like this dark blue. It kind of pops everything out. So here it is, December the 1st. Is everyone getting ready for Christmas? I was supposed to go shopping tomorrow and visit my sister-in-law and her mother, and I'm tired. I don't want to go. I just want to sit home and work on my art. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. We don't do a lot of gift exchange, so. Did Barbara Owen have trouble today? Oh, it must be a busy time of the year for the internet and everything. It must be the internet. This is going to have that photograph glued over it, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I really do like that dark blue in there. But I should probably put some sand. Because that young boy is sitting on the beach, building his castle, his own castle. Let's bring this over in here. It probably could take a little white. Thrift shopping is the way to go. I agree. I have so much fun going to those thrift stores. You know, you can buy things, and if you discover they aren't what you thought they were, or you don't like it when you get it home, you haven't spent $50 for something. You spent a couple bucks on it. And the bargains you can get with books at the thrift stores just can't be beat. I'm back, but I gotta flip the camera here. Hold it. It's gonna be a bumpy ride tonight, isn't it? I'm not even gonna try to zoom back in. Commercial break time. Go put the kettle on. I love that, Christine. I wish it would give me a warning when it does that, because it always seems to fade out on me when I'm concentrating on my page and I'm looking down at the page. I'm not watching the camera. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I'm not liking this up in here, but I don't know if I can clean it up anymore. I like that dark blue on there. I'm kind of washing my hands off on this towel. I think I'll let it dry. I don't think I want to put too much more on there. I got out the yellow, but really I don't want to get too much. I could put a little yellow, bring it down. Maybe I will. Just a teeny bit right in there. And maybe that'll mix in with the blue and give me a little bit of green. Just kind of bring this field back over into here, maybe. Like this. But I like how that dark blue sets everything off on this page. So, I'm going to set this aside to dry, and you know what that means. We've got, what, 21 folks in here? I have a small contest ready to go here. I'm kind of washing off my hands because I don't want to handle those things with my painty hands. But I'm going to have one at the beginning and one at the end. Let me set this aside to dry. Ooh, I like this page. Paint over here on there. Okie dokie. My photograph. I'm going to put it under my ink pad up on this shelf. Okay. I have a question. I want to know if you guys, the people who come in on Friday nights, are you, I know I've asked this question before, but I got a comment on my last live. And I'm sure that because people who watch the replays do not participate in the contest, so it seems a little boring to them. But I want to know if you guys are bored with the contest. I'm going to put links in my chat after my video processes so they can skip over the contest if they wish. But if, I know I've asked this before, yeah, if you know, these are just little contests. It's nothing big or anything like that. But if you guys aren't bored with them, I'm going to continue them. But if you get too bored with all of this, I'd like to know. You know, I don't want to bore you. Continue them? Okay, good. Well, you know, I enjoy doing them. Are they? So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to say this for anybody who's watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, and if we start to go into a contest like we're doing now, I like to do one at the beginning, and I'm doing one at the end. What I'm going to do down in the description box, I'm going to I have to wait till the video processes, and then I have to go out there and grab the times and document it and everything, so give me some time to do that. But I'm going to put some links in the description box, so if you're watching a replay and you don't want to bother with trying to find out when that contest ever ends, go down to the description box, and there's a start and the end of each contest. So this is kind of for whoever is watching the replays. And I do get people watching the replays, which I think is really nice. I'm going to write down the time that we're starting as 25:34. And I tried to get a little bit more organized for the contest tonight. I've got everything ready to go. They're postcards, and they're very simple postcards. I got this fabric at I got it at Walmart because I don't have a lot of really cool shopping in my area. I have Hobby Lobby, but that's a little bit further down the road. But I thought it was nice, and I've collaged it to the back of the postcard. And did anybody see Lucia McGill come in? Lucia sent me, in my happy birthday card, she sent me some Christmas things, and these are rub-ons. And I used these rub-ons on the back of, okay, well, maybe she'll win one of her own rub-ons. And I thought I had a postcard stamp. I have to look. That's another thing on my list, to go through all my happy mail. I think somebody sent me a postcard stamp. And I want to put postcard stamp on here, but I might not be able to find it. If I can't find it, I'll just write a message and, you know, leave an address, space for the address. But I have 3 at the beginning. 1, 2, and what did I do with 3? Oh dear. 3 right here. And I've already figured out the ranges and everything. Did you like them? You can make me NE. I don't know what that means, Peg. You must be talking to somebody else. Rose, I'm glad you got your ATCs. I'm trying to do things that I can send out easy. Some of the art that I've done before, it's, you know, with the mailing and all of that, I'm just going to do ATCs and postcards and little, look at this. Isn't this cool? But I did have a time trying to figure out a good position of the fabric for each one of these after I put it on 12 by 12 paper. So we're going to get started. Let's start with number 1, which is right here. And I'm just calling this I'm calling it the gold deer because of the... Did you get yours, Annie? Cool. Hi. Oh. All right. Ignore me. No, don't ignore me. I just looked at the screen wrong. Good, Annie. Oh, I got your message, too. All right, so we're going to draw for this one first. And I called it the gold deer one because I used the gold deer rub-on the back. And I've already got the range figured out. It's between, don't say anything until I say go, but the range is between 900 and 950, and I have to think of a number and write it down, so don't say anything yet. The range is between 900 and 950. Okay, go. It's good to see all of you in here. I'll give it a little time for lag time. And if I get disconnected during the middle of a contest, hang tight. When I do resume my session, the numbers are still all there. All the chat is there. I just wish that they would give us the ability to save our chat so that I could verify things offline. But they've got enough to deal with, I think. All right, stop. The number was 912. And as always, double check Meri, and if I call it wrong, let me know, because I have no, oh, Kathy Whitney got a 913. I have no hard feelings about somebody saying, Meri, you goofed. I think, just glancing at it, I see Kathy Whitney got a 913, 916, 44, 21. Anybody else get close? Yep. Okay, Kathy Whitney. And look, I've been doing my Carve December. I've got black on my hand. Well, that could be from, no, I think that's from earlier tonight. Kathy Whitney. All right. You're going to have to excuse my painty hands. And one thing I don't have out that I usually have out, that I always forget, and I'll write it down here. I'm on Facebook as Meridel Abrams. I write these out and then I lose these little post-it notes. And you can email me at the Meri Atelier at gmail.com. So Kathy, I don't remember if I have your address, or I'll have to check. But to be on the safe side, would you resend it? I probably have it, but I'm not as organized as Dee Dee is. I put all my addresses in my little Society of Idea Collectors, but I don't really have them organized, and I should probably do that. And I will tell you, your addresses are private between me and you. And the postman. I do not share addresses or emails or anything like that. So, Kathy, you won the Gold Deer one. This one goes to Kathy. I'm going to put it over here out of the way so I don't get anything on it. Okay, the second one, I'm just calling this the Christmas stocking because I used Lucia's rub-on, which is a Christmas stocking, and on the front is a sleigh. Isn't that cool? I just didn't feel like I could do much more art to this. Well, it's got the reindeer hoofs on here, and, you know, a little of this. But the main focus point is the sleigh. And I just thought I'd leave it like that. So the range for that one, and don't say anything till I say go, the range is between 1,200 and 1,250. I have to think of a number. Let me see. I would think of a number before I before I showed it to you, but then I would show you the number. Let me see. It's between 1,200 and 1,250. All right, go. They're getting some really close ones. Let's see if I can't wash this. Are we just about done? You want a few more seconds? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you guys are going to kind of have to help me on this one, because I think there were some really close numbers. I'm just not with it tonight. Oh. The number was 1229. So, Valerie is 2 away, and Janet is 2 away. I'm going to have to write these down. Valerie and Janet. $12, $41, $17.04, $34. $22. I'm having trouble scrolling. 45, 37, 34, 45. I think it's between Valerie and Janet. Would you all agree? Yeah. Janet and Valerie. So what I'm going to do, and we'll end this really fast, I think Janet first and Valerie was second. So I'm going to give Janet a choice, whether she wants a Christmas tree or the sleigh. On the back of the Christmas tree, which would be number 3, is this bulb hanging off of a flourish. So this is the Christmas tree, and this is the sleigh. The tree, okay, so this one goes to Janet. And Valerie, you'll get the sleigh. Valerie, are you new in here tonight? Critchley. Valerie, I'll need your snail mail address. You can, if you're on Facebook, you can message me at Meridel Abrams or email me at Meri.Atelier@gmail.com. And we are 38 minutes into the session here. So if you don't get this written down, if you want to come back and look, it's 38 minutes into the session. So that ended that contest really fast. I'm going to save the other 3 for, and I made a couple of extra just because of this. So if we have extra, I'll give them away. But I've learned to make extra. So I'm going to put these over here out of my way tonight because I have been doing crazy stuff all day. I think it's because I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of running on low. Let's see, 38 minutes to end. 38 minutes. So that contest really didn't last too long. We started it at 25 minutes in and we ended at 38, so that's just a little over 10 minutes. That's okay for a contest. Well, you know what? I found out from Aunt Beck's session that it's really fun to win just, yeah. So I'm going to continue them until you guys tell me that you're tired of them. So what are we going to do next? I want to work on the desktop again tonight, but I'm saving that toward the very end because we get into painting on this and gluing on it, and I won't be able to do anything else. So let's get out the I don't think my page is dry yet. I'm going to get out the glue book. Yes, we've been working in this big giant, the giant. Hi, Krista. Second Chance Creations by Krista. I'm going to call you Krista. And let's see. I'm not going to go through all the pages like I did before. I just want to find a page. I was going to work on this one. I've been kind of saving images that I think go together. Like this is all kind of wildlife. But the other one that I liked was, and I was getting there, this is the George Washington one. Did we glue that one in the other night? Hold it. Did I work on that one last week? Fashionitis. I might have to get out some more images. I don't remember. We did the giraffe. I'm looking for that one where that little gal looks skeptical. And I must have pulled those images out. So, I don't want to go hunting for them right now, so I think we'll work on this one tonight. I don't know what's thrown me off this week. Something has really just thrown me off, and I've been off all week. Oh, here it is. This was the one I wanted to work on. Yeah, I started gluing her down. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to work on. So we started gluing her down last week. I love this. Are all experts worth believing? And then she looks really skeptical. Okay. Oh, hi, Leslie. Welcome. I'm missing all the chat. There's something else I wanted to talk to you all about, and it came up last week about starting a Facebook group. I can't even talk. Starting a Facebook group where you all can do swaps and, you know, exchange recipes, whatever you want to do. And I've been really reluctant to do that because I just feel like I can't keep up with it, to be fair to you guys. However, it was so funny because right after we signed off last night, I went in and I chat with some of the gals who I Zoom with, and they were discussing putting things out on a Dropbox, and I'm going, well, I really don't do Dropbox, but I do Google Drive. And I could create a folder and give anybody who wants access to that folder, and we could create documents for a swap or a recipe. Yeah, this is more, Aristi, it's like our Google Drives. You know what the Google Drive is, I know. But Google Drive gives us like 2 megabytes for free. And I would be willing to create a Google Drive, but whoever wanted to join that would have to let me know, notify me, so that I could add your email to that. And we would have to have respect each other's privacy and all the other rules that go with that. I'm not one to want to organize any swaps. I've done that in the past, but if you guys want to trade, trade recipes or do swapping among yourselves, that type of thing, I would be willing to set up a place over on the drive. So it's an option. The only other option I could think was, we have Peg in here. Peg Robinson, I think, is still in here, and Jerry is in here. I would recommend you maybe going and joining one of those groups and talking to one of the admins there, or to Peg or Jerry, and see if you could set up something in their group to where you could do whatever you needed to do. Oh, and Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck would be a good one, too. So, Jerry says she doesn't do swaps in her group. So, you have to respect the rules of the gals, the admins who are doing the groups. But Aunt Beck might be a good one, and I haven't heard from Peg yet. So, or we could do the Google Drive. But I'm just not wanting to set up a Facebook group because I have to tell you, I'm so afraid that I'll overcommit. I'm swimming now. I'm swimming as hard as I can right now. So, well, yeah, yes and no, because an email chain, I think I would rather have a drive because we could put information on a drive. An email chain would be kind of like, having to send out stuff, getting a MailChimp and a mail that would handle it and all of that. And Beck says, I have in my private quilt group, but it's small. So, yeah. And I have been burnt out before, and I know when I'm getting there. And to be honest with you, it's more me. It's more me than any worried about any of you guys, because I'm just afraid that I won't be able to do it justice that it needs. But I think I could set up a Google Drive, or maybe talk to Peg or Aunt Beck and see if they would be willing to set up a little area in one of their groups to where you could trade information. I guess I'm kind of handing this off to some of the other group leaders, but and here again, it would depend on, you would have to respect their current guidelines and whatever they have set up. So, that said, I just want a glue book. Aristi says she has a group that you can share whatever. Oh, well, there we go. Just did a stamped tissue swap. So, I would recommend at this point, and then I'm going to drop it, I would recommend that if you're interested in trading with each other, that you would approach either Aunt Beck or Peg or Aristi and see if you can't get something set up in one of their groups. And Peg Robinson or Aunt Beck or Aristi. So I'm not that way to be, what do I say? I don't want to be, I just want to be fair about it, and I just don't feel like I can, at this point, take on anymore. So, are all experts worth believing? I like this. And I called these gummy bears. Grin and Bear It. I'm not sure they're gummy bears, but they're little bears. But I like this. Pretty Smart. The latest beauty products and tips. But I like the Pretty Smart. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to work on this page. I just want a glue book. I just kind of want to tear this out. Wear this out. I feel like I'm wearing this out. Wearing this glue book out. And I like the Pretty Smart, but I'm not, the beauty tip things don't interest me. And I think what I'll do is tear some of these bears out. Aristi, what? Aristi, is that the name of your group? Aristi. I like that Pretty Smart thing. Word, quote. I'm not sure, though, that where I want to put these. Maybe right in there and tear some of these off. I kind of like it. It doesn't have to be. I kind of like the curve in here. Just like that. Better believe it. And then get rid of that. Okie dokie. I just want a glue book. That's all I want to do. I just want a glue book. Is anybody in here doing Risti says the first word is from art and the second my name. I don't have any idea what name to give. Maybe I should do a challenge and ask the members. They're talking about Aristi's Facebook group. Oh, well, look, see, Risti, you got some more members on your group. And hi, Lisa. I don't think I said hello to you yet tonight. I had to make up some more glue. And I just about glued the bottle shut. I had to make up some more glue today. And I really do like applying this glue. I'm sticking with the 3/4 parts glue and a little bit less of 1 part of water. I just kind of eyeball it, stir it up a little. But it really does seem to be working in these glue books. Let me grab another wax paper here. It seems to be working quite well. And I like this sponge brush, and I leave these sponge brushes in the water. I kind of squeeze out the excess glue. I leave them in the water for a little bit, and then I squeeze out the rest of the glue. And they seem to work quite well, especially for these larger pages, these larger images. And I didn't have time tonight or this week to look for that other black shoe. And I think Rose told me that she found some lips. The black shoe and the lips. That glue book page is going to get done one of these days. And I kind of like him because he looks like he's questioning things. But I don't know where I'm going to put him. I could put him right up. Are you going off of the... I kind of like putting him right up in here. And... yeah, I like that. Do I have... I need more wax paper. Hi, Never Hopeless Elizabeth. Hi, how are you? Welcome. I know how you feel, Elizabeth, because that's what I said, exactly what I said when I found that Aunt Beck's live the other night. She is doing her lives on Wednesday nights, and I believe it's 8 Eastern, which is 7 Central Time. Aunt Beck, tell us the time that you do your... Oh, Cindy, hi! Cindy is our Zoomer. She got us all started on Zooming, and Zooming is a video conferencing application, and we can sit there and chatter to each other. It's so fascinating. It is so fascinating because, you know, we sit there and we see each other and we talk to each other. You know, we can spend all afternoon just, it's like you've gone to an art retreat almost. I like that, right up in there. And we cover a lot of different things. If you have any questions, somebody knows the answer. And I think recently there's been a big discussion about storage, pen storage. Storing all the markers and pens and that. I don't have the setup for that right now, and I don't have enough to worry about. I just put mine in a cookie tray. Use old cookie tray. Oh, I like him right up here. Are all experts worth believing? Yeah, right. And this I'm just kind of using to glue off on. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I've got tomorrow. I like that. Maybe in there, but I want something under it. What did I pull out? I kind of want to leave the question mark. I like these guys, but I'm not sure. Well, they might fit down in here. All right. And I got this out because it was all books. We have met the enemy and he is us. But I don't see where that fits on this page. Wednesdays. Aunt Beck, they're talking about Aunt Beck's live stream. Did you give us the time, Aunt Beck? I know it's Eastern time, and I want to say it's 8 Eastern on Wednesdays. Oh, I like this. They didn't know. Yeah. And maybe that part can go down in here. They didn't know that today's surgeons would be successfully transplanting organs, repairing hearts, replacing hips and knees, fusing vertebrae, removing tumors, implanting teeth, and training for hundreds of other procedures using body donors. This came out of a magazine. All that mattered to them was living past the ripe old age of 50. Yes, Aunt Beck's Creations live stream from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Break for dinner and then star p.m. to 10 p.m. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Well, now see, I could do 3 p.m. on Wednesdays is 2 to 4. I could do that on Wednesdays and then come back 8 would be 7. That might work really good for me, Aunt Beck. I'm going to have to write that down. So I want they didn't know up here. I'm just going to kind of tear. I'm going to do a tear here. This entire page is kind of about expert opinions and being smart. And she's skeptical and he's questioning. And I'm not sure why I put those kids down there. And the bears, I only got the bears because I like the quote that says pretty smart. And this is a picture about healthcare and for the people that all that mattered to them was living past the ripe old age of 50 and having to sit still for 10 minutes while the photographer took this shot. And that's the way we like it. That came out of a magazine. I don't know what magazine. It's a fairly large magazine. I want to put that right up here. And then I want to put... Should I put them in here? Take this out. I'm glue booking. I'm glue booking, so enjoy your chat among yourselves. Let's see, Leslie says, been searching for my Yes paste and it was right in front of me. Oh, Leslie. I've even been up on a ladder looking in boxes and it was right in front of her. I tell you, I hear you. I hear you. It amazes me how I can lose something in 3 feet of space. It just... And sometimes it's right under your nose. You know, I kind of like that right in here. I'm going to split it up. Sometimes it's just right under your nose. I don't want to... Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a rough night. Meri isn't going anyplace. Ruth says she's chilling with her pizza. Thank you guys for your patience, for sticking with me during these internet interruptions. Now, Leslie, oh, there it is. I was going to say, I lost my sponge brush. Leslie was saying that she lost her Yes paste. And it was sitting right in front of her the whole time. She was climbing boxes and looking boxes. And here I'm sitting here chattering and couldn't find my sponge brush that I've been gluing with. Are you hearing me? Somebody say something. Am I still frozen? Am I frozen? Oh, okay. So, phew. Everything was just stopped. Good. All right. Cool. I couldn't tell because everything was so quiet. I thought maybe I wasn't back yet. I'm just happily putting these folks down here, all these experts, except for we got gummy bears coming up here. Let's give the gummy bears some leeway here. And we'll do it like this. Just like that, maybe. We got this little lady. Well, I'll put her down in here, maybe. All right. I'm just kind of watching my page and chattering to myself, I guess. Don't overthink it, Meri. I know, Cindy. I'll tell you. You just need to keep saying that to Meri, because Meri is one to say this goes here and that goes there, and I don't want to cover up the gummy bear. Don't tear that little boy's head off. All right, don't overthink it, Meri. Don't overthink it, Meri. Don't overthink it, Meri. See, I've got to keep just saying that to me. This page is all about experts. Yeah, that's like dog, no dog. Dog, no dog. What did I do with my other lady? I lost her. She didn't want to be on the page anyway. What did I... Oh, there she is. So I like this quote, though, because it said they didn't know. I think I'm going to have it go across here, but I want to put... I'm going to just put it there for now. I need to get some images or something tomorrow over on this side of the page. Look up Victorian death photography. Ramona says she loves her glue book. I do too. I do too, Ramona. I'll tell you, this glue booking is just plain fun, and I love to fussy cut. And I can't, this looks like they're at school, but that's a pretty colorful room for a schoolroom. I think I'm going to say that. And I kind of like this. And I don't want, you know, I had this, I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut. We've got Pogo here. My older brother, when his little granddaughter was young, she couldn't say Grandpa, so she'd call him Pogo. And this is all about Pogo. I should show this to him. But no, I'm going to put it in my glue book. I was just reading it. I happened to look down and there was Pogo. So last year she got a Pogo stick for Christmas. One of those sticks you can bounce up and down on. And I think there's another Pogo game out this year, but I don't know if they're going to get it for her. I think she's very artistic, my little grandniece, and I think that I'm going to get her an art journal. Her Uncle Brian takes care of a lot of her art supplies and everything for her. But as far as I know, he hasn't bought her an art journal yet. I don't think they watch my lives, so I'm not too worried about them hearing what I'm planning. And her mother said, well, just give me the money and we'll get her a gift. But I was thinking about that, and I thought, no, I want this to come from Aunt Meri. And if it isn't what she wants, well, then Aunt Meri missed it. But I think she would enjoy an art journal. She's getting to the age where she can do that. We could sit and cut out magazine pictures and do some glue booking in her art journal. Yeah, she's 7 going on 17. But she does enjoy her art. She does a pretty good job. I mean, she's artistic. But to tell you the truth, I think at that age, a lot of young kids are artistic. And I'm going to cut this. I think we do, as adults, we do a pretty good job of, unless they encourage their artistic, unless they have a mother who's, or a grandmother. who's very much into it and encourages it. Sometimes I think our society just kind of, it goes like this. Our society kind of, they get away from it when they get older. Not all of them, not all of them, not everybody. I know I'm overthinking this again, Cindy, but I can't help it. I'm going to put this down in here. And I like this because it says, we have met the enemy and he is us. Kind of describes Mary's day. I wish my chat wouldn't disappear on my screen. I have to touch my phone for it to come back. Peg says her grands love art. Janet says, more pizza coming, Rose. We had pizza last night. I think it was last night, or was it the night before? Days are running together for me this week. We had pizza one night this week. We had pork chops tonight. And I had gotten some cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving and the canned version. And we never opened it. We never had it. So we had it tonight with those pork chops. And boy, it was pretty good. I like that there. And I'm wanting to put this in here. Sheila says she's starving. Me too, Cindy. I know. I've been pretty quiet lately. Not for any other reason than it's been a weird week for me. Just been a weird week. I was supposed to go up to Hastings shopping and seeing my sister-in-law and her mother and everything. And I was supposed to go, was it Wednesday? And I just didn't feel like going. So I put it off until Friday. Friday came today and I said, I don't feel like moving. I don't feel like going. So I was going to go tomorrow. I've already messengered and said, can we do this next week? So I've just been, I don't know what the deal is. Just been having a weird week of it all. But I read the chat streams. Well, you know, I think a part of it too is if you don't sleep good, your days and your nights get all mixed up, and I haven't been sleeping good lately. And it's probably my own fault. I probably just need to get out and get more exercise. And I was going to go rake the leaves until I saw a video, a Southern Living video, and they said, come to think of it, you don't really need to rake your leaves because then you'll be moving all the hiding places for the bugs, and the birds like to eat the bugs. And I said, well, that's good enough reason for me. But for some reason or another, our trees, I think the leaves have fallen, but I think the wind is we've had a lot of windy days. And our lawn really is not all that bad. It just needs a good sweeping. All right, let me catch up with chat because I've been chattering to myself. Janet says, I've spent all afternoon raking leaves with my son. My body hurts. Well, that's what I need, Janet. Aunt Beck says we mulch the leaves with our mulching mowers. And that's what my brother has, but he does it once and he says he's done for the winter and he put his mower away. Important, but sometimes overrated, Pat. She's talking to Pat. Or Peg. Lisa says, I decided I was going to reorganize my craft room this week, and so, of course, everything happened to keep me from doing more than making a huge mess. I get it. I guess the organizing part will have to happen. Hi, Valerie. Says, I'm getting to know you all through your channels right now, using 2 devices and subbing to your channels. Isn't that nice? Valerie is the one who won one of our postcards. Sheila says, oh, my leaves stay where they fall. That's what's happening here, except the wind's blowing them away, I think. Gail says, that's what my hub does, uses the mower to pick up the leaves. Oh, a nice warm bath sounds wonderful. Multitasking, Valerie. I'm weird. I'm sitting here reading the chat. I like raking too. I really do. It really, you get that motion with your, but you can get blisters too. That's no fun. Oh, she's watching Dee Dee Willingham. Yeah. Dee Dee's one of my favorite channels. I have several favorite channels, and you're all in here tonight. Recycled Parts for Art, Jerry. Peg Robinson. Little Bits and Pieces. Aunt Beck's Creations. Cindy Signs Utter. Never Hopeless. I don't think Never Hopeless. You don't have a channel, but I, Elizabeth, do you? I see your art. Do you have a channel? I probably opened my mouth and put the foot in it. I know I always see your art on Facebook. You and Janet blow me away. I have a yes. Yeah, I'm running out of images to put on here. I'm running out of images. I got these loose ones. So I put that in there. I got this lady. What's this? Oh, this is some more books. I could put these books down here. In fact, I will. Once I find my sponge brush. What did I do with it? Here. I'll put these books right down in there. So I need something in here and something up there. Put that right in there, sort of. And I got this lady peeking out. Did I glue that? I didn't glue that down. It's just sitting there. I could put her right here. See, there's a big old question mark in there. I have to laugh. I move this wax paper around and I lose track of my wax paper. Where did I put it now? I think I'm going to tear this part off though. All right. This still needs a little work on it, but I think I'm going to go through images and find out some more things to put on it. So, let's put these back in here. It's coming together, this page, but I need some more images that relate to experts and getting smart and people that are skeptical. And so I'm going to close this up. I got something else. That can go in the trash. That can go in the trash. If I throw this trash away, I feel better about things on my desk. All right. I was looking at these little mini composition books. That's a bobby pin embellishment. Oh, and I have, for the Recycled Parts for Art, we did the drawing for my first design project. And I think I received addresses from everybody except for Sunshine Bee. So Sunshine Bee, if you're out there and happening to be listening, or somebody knows Sunshine Bee, I think she's in the Recycle Parts for Art group. And I've messaged her on Facebook, but I don't have her address. So I have those to mail out. And they're going to go out next week, next Monday. I'm not going anyplace tomorrow. I'm staying home. The next day's Sunday. So next week they're getting mailed out. I'm going to do some, I've got all these little images. And sometimes these things just fall out and I find them on the floor, and I'm just going to start gluing them in. So we're going to do a mini composition book, glue book. And I'm going to just try to do it quick and fast here. I'm going to do it Cindy Sign Setter style. Don't think about it, Mary. I'm just going to grab one and I'm going to start putting them on the page. This looks like Ichabod Crane spanking a little boy at school. Now that's something that I do think, the physical spanking at school. I don't think we ever got spanked. I got threatened once. We were playing on the school bus. 4 or 5 of us sitting close to each other, and we were passing the freckles. I remember the game. We were passing the freckles, and we were getting kind of rowdy, and I guess we had gotten called down or something, and we didn't mind, and next week we each got called into the principal's office. And I did think I was going to get a spanking. I was a young kid. I thought I was going to get a spanking, but I didn't. I just got a reprimand for not listening to the school bus driver. You know, kids, when they're having fun like that, the last thing on their mind is sitting still. This is Independence Day fireworks. I really do need another sheet of wax paper. Just kind of do it this way. And then I'll go back and we'll see what we can do with what's in here. Don't think about it, Mary, don't think about it, but I have to see, what is this? I don't know what that is. Oh, I like this. All right. I'm not watching chat. I'm watching my glue book. Let's see what's going on here. I got threatened. Cindy says she didn't get caught. Laura says she got threatened with the strap. Peg says she got whacked with a ruler. You know, Peg, I think I probably did too at one time or another. But I don't remember our teachers ever really spanking us or getting really disciplinary, you know, to discipline us. I don't think that they ever really used physical force. I think it was more the threatening and the reprimanding more than anything. You know, they probably just used their common sense. I went to a small school. You know, it feels good to actually just get these things glued down. I find so many. I cut them out. I cut out the little ones, and then I'll walk across the floor. There'll be images. This is a Tim Holtz, I think, ephemera thing. In kindergarten, Cindy says in kindergarten she had to sit under the piano. Oh no, Cindy! What did you do to deserve that? I'm afraid to ask. We're going to have to send Cindy to the piano. Oh, this is our happy place. The yellow cab. I don't want to... Oh, I think I'll put it like this. She talked too much. And here you are, zooming it later in life. You're zooming. Still talking. Yeah, and we love you for it. I do remember my first year, I was at kindergarten, and I do remember being disciplined by, I had an older sister who was several years older than me. And we were in a reading class. We were in those little green chairs, you know, in a semicircle. And I looked out. The door was open. And I looked out into the hallway. And there was my sister getting a drink at the drinking fountain. And I saw her and I waved at her. I thought, there's my sister. And I waved at her. My teacher made me stand in the corner. And I never could understand why she'd make me stand in the corner because I waved at my sister. She's probably thought it was cute. I don't know what else to put in. Oh, here, maybe this little one. Yeah, I was in kindergarten when that happened. And we were a small school. We were a small school. Second chance of flying, let's see. Aunt Beck says, my grandparents raised 9 children, several foster children, and then took me in. They were more my parents than my mother. Wow, that's cool. That is cool. My mother was raised by her great aunt, my great aunt. Kind of the same situation, Aunt Beck. Rose says, Cindy, imagining a slipper equipped with wings. Valerie says, thanks for subbing, guys. I never expected that. Aunt Beck said, Mrs. Welch, 3rd grade. Well, you guys are chattering. 3rd grade wouldn't let me go to the bathroom because I wouldn't quit asking her to go, so she put me in the corner. Those teachers sometimes just can't be very understanding, even way back then. Leslie says, I'm gluing pages together. Still here. I wish I could throw a slipper some days. Leslie deals with those young'uns every day. She probably has an entirely different perspective than we do. Laura says, my grandmother taught one-room schools in, I can't pronounce that, Laura, Saskatchewan. One-room schools. We don't have those anymore. We have some smaller schools yet in Nebraska. Aristi says she has a channel. Aristi Jackie's channel. Go visit her. Recycled parts for art. There's 3 dots to the right and it takes you to our channels. Yes. Or if you're on mobile like me, if you click on their icon, you'll get a little message saying you can go visit the channel. Second Chance Creations by Krista says, I wish Rose had always made its target. She's talking with Rose. Gail says, my brother had a mean 1st grade teacher who made everyone eat everything on their plates. My brother hated lettuce. She made him eat it. He threw it all over her. Oh, no. That teacher got in the way. My mother's favorite things was orange Hot Wheels stripes. That's Aunt Beck saying. I'm reading back through chat. Oh, Cindy, good night. Have a good time at your craft show. Wow, I want to hear all about it. Have a good time. Sheila says, my dad used a yardstick. All right, I think I'm caught up. But I haven't been glue booking. I want to get these little images glued in. And I'm doing them Cindy style. I'm trying not to think about it. Cindy says, don't think, just glue. To the eagle. I get awful messy. And after I get done here, we'll do the second contest and maybe go back and look and see if my pages are dry. Let's get some stuff done here, Mary. Yeah, sometimes classes and teachers can be pretty scary, especially if you're new. You know, if a kid is new to school. Yeah. I think I'm going to flip the page. I want to leave some room on here. I'm going to go back in later and put in some journaling words. So I basically just want to go through here and glue these images in because they're flying all over the place. And I'll probably have some pages sticking together. And I'll probably have to go in there and repair some pages. Lisa says the only mean teacher she had was in, what, 3rd grade? Did I see that? I wish my comments would stay up on the screen. Was also in 3rd grade. I don't think I would call any of my grade school teachers mean. Even that one who made me go stand in the corner for waving at my sister in the hallway. I don't think she was mean. And I really do think, even now, I think she misinterpreted I was so thrilled to see my big sister. You know, I was just new. I was in kindergarten. That was my first year of school. My big sister was out in the hallway, and I saw her, and this is almost too big. I'm going to put it this way. Those were the days. Those were the days. We'll never get those days back. I guess that's why we call them memories. They're nice memories to have. All right. I still got a few to go here. I'm trying to put them in as fast as I can. That one's sideways. I'm going to put this one this way. Yep, I'm not thinking about it, Cindy. That's for sure. What do I have here? I've got quite a few here. What's going on there? It looks like they're getting ready to get into a... Sally! Hi, Sally! Sally Johnson, welcome. Says she teaches college classes. Hard to say who is more scared, them or me. They are, Sally. They are. Don't let them see you sweat. What do you teach in college? Gail says, I'll never forget my 2nd grade teacher. I never liked her. One day the principal came in and whispered something to her, and she started crying. I thought she got fired. No, that was the day that John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Oh, Aristi says, I cannot find how to use my supplies. I feel that if I will use them, I will waste them because I don't worth them. Just use them, Aristi. Use them and then you can get more. Scroll up, Mary. I mentioned your phone going black. My phone went black? Are you guys, can you see me? Am I visible to you guys? Okay. All right. I must have missed whatever you were talking about, Jerry. You'll have to fill me in later. Now I missed what Sally taught. Let's see. Did Sally tell us what she taught? Lisa says she homeschools her kids and loved being there. Nursing assistant. Lisa says she homeschools her kids and loved being there. I really admire people who homeschool their kids. That's a job. That takes some dedication on the part of the parents. But I do think that those kids get, if you're serious about it, and don't let your kids slack off, those kids get a pretty good education. Ages 16 to 60. Elizabeth says that she's homeschooled hers too. My father was a school teacher. He taught history and English. And I can't really say that we were homeschooled, but I remember one morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, I needed help with my math. And I can remember going out to the kitchen table and he was going to help me. He said he'd help me. But I remember him looking at me and said, "Pay attention, Mary, I'm not going to do this for you." I learned fast. He wasn't going to give me all the answers. I have a lot of little images left here. I'm going to put it like this. I hope I'm not boring you guys, but I want to get these little images in here. And then I think I'll go back and paint around them. Not tonight. But I can't do too much wet paint around them. Because this is that mini composition book. And we know how they fall apart. So maybe I'll color. Or oil pastel would be fun to do around them. And put some journaling spots on them. Well, I still have a few left, but I'm getting tired of doing this. I can take so much of it and then I've got to say, let's move on. Let's move on. I've got a good share of them in there though. Oh look, the bowler hat. The bowler hat, right? I'm going to say that guy out. All right. Enough glue booking for tonight. The bowler hat. All right. Let's check this page out. Let's check this out. It is dry. And I know exactly where I put my photograph. Right here. And it's going to go right... I'm going to put it right up here, I think. Yeah. And that is part of the photograph. He's got... I think he's got sunscreen on his face. You know how they put that stuff on their nose and on their cheeks? That's going to go right in there. but you know it's going to cover up the... Oh, the scissors. Right there. And I'm going to do it with glue stick, but I will probably have to come back. Yeah, I'm liking this. I get a lot of glare even for me off of this. Isn't that neat? They're building castles. He's building a castle, and this is a French castle, and this is from a calendar from the Book of Horns, I believe it said. The Book of Horns for July. And I'll come back later and do more detail work on this page. I've got to go through. I have several pages that I need to do detail work on. But I'm going to call that pretty much done. I might put some sand castles. Maybe build a little sand castle down in here. Let it go up that way. But I'll do that in a video. I think I need to do a video where I go through and finish off these pages. In 2018, because I'm not going to get it done in 2017. All right. So I think it's time maybe for the second contest. We've been going for an hour and 41 minutes. Almost. What did I do with my cap? Here. I better close this glue or I'll be in big trouble. All right. Put that up here. All right, we're going to do the second contest. And I put everything out of the way so I wouldn't get them all messy. I'm looking for I think these are the ones I did that were extras. Here, 6, 5, and 4. And then I have some extras in case we get double numbers. Okay. And then this is the package to the rub-ons. Did Lucia come in tonight? Have you guys seen Lucia? I am monetized, but I don't monetize my live sessions until after the video processes. Then I go back in and I monetize everything and fill in a description. And I'm going to be adding the times for the folks that are live. I mean, for the folks that are live, we're going to do the contest. But if you're watching the replay on the second contest, we are 1 hour and 43 minutes, 58 seconds into it. So I'll put a link in the description box below, and then they can hit that link and skip over, and then I'll put another one at the end of the contest and they can skip over if they don't want to watch us having our fun contest. Oh, I don't do super chat. I figure, you know, if I were a huge channel And I don't know if you have to have so many subscribers or views or what. I don't follow that. But if I were a big channel, I might do it. But my pay is you guys coming. I don't feel at this point like Super Chat is something that I should be doing. I get so much happy mail. All right, we're going to draw for this postcard. And these are made out of fabric that I got at Walmart. I don't have the fabric handy, but there's a designer to it. David somebody, I can't remember his last name. But it's sold at Walmart. And but I liked it so well that I didn't do anything to the front. I just cut out the shape of a postcard. And then on the back, I have some rub-ons that were sent to me by Lucille McGill in some Happy Mail. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just can't quite justify a Super Chat for myself yet. Maybe down the line, but honestly, you guys coming and spending, it's like, what it is like to me when you guys come and chat with me and spend Friday night with me. It's like I'm inviting you into my home and I'm inviting you into my art desk and my studio. I'm not going to charge you for that. It's like, come visit, but oh, by the way, leave a couple bucks for me, will you? And, it's okay for other channels to do that because they have a different purpose. They have a different take. Some of them are businesses. Some of them, I'm not a business. To me, you're my guest. You're my guest. I'm not going to charge my guests to come sit on the front porch and chat with me. But that said, if other people want to do Super Chats, I'm all for it. I don't have any ill feelings toward anybody who wants to do a Super Chat. It's just my take on it for myself. Yeah, don't even worry about it, Karen. Well, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for, and you put up with all the technical issues and all the craziness of the internet, and you watch me spill paint and glue pages together. So let's do this drawing for number 4. I called it the poinsettias in the corner. That's what I called it. And the range is between 1,500, and don't say anything until I say go, because I have to think of a number. The range is between 1,500 and 1,575. And let's see, what number do I want? I changed that number 3 times in my head before I wrote it down. Go! Some of you are very close, I'll have to tell you. I don't think anybody's got it spot on, but there are a couple of you that are very close. And thank you for putting up with the contest. This is kind of fun. I don't mail out Christmas cards. We've kind of gotten past that. But it was fun. I was thinking, these are really kind of like Christmas cards. I would just as soon mail these out to you guys as to send out a stack of Christmas cards to people who will, don't care. Oh. Aristi says, I don't have a problem when a YouTuber with no income earns some money from YouTube. And when they have that money and they ask for money, it's nuts and rude. I don't have a job or income, but I don't ask money. That's true, Aristi. That's very well put. Very well put. But different channels have different goals and different missions and different, we're not all alike. So I would just say if you feel that way, don't do a super chat for them. But if you see somebody you want to super chat and they have it on, All right, stop. The number was, and a couple of you were really close. The number was 1515. That's a 5. 1515. Let's see. 1512 was Peg. 4713. Karen, you're real close. Karen's 2 away. Oh, Sheila's 1 away. Sheila, it looks like 1518, 1511. Is there 1514? I think it goes to Sheila. Would you all say Sheila? Sheila. And I think I have Sheila's address. All right. Congratulations, Sheila. I'm going to mail these. They call them mailing them naked. They're going to go in just the mail, just as they are. I'll write a message on the back, just like a postcard. So we'll put a stamp on it. I'm going to have to talk to the clerk. She might make me hand cancel them or put first class. I don't care. But I've intentionally kept them very... There's nothing peeling off or anything, so I think they might just go for postcard postage. Well, keep coming, Sheila. We'll fill up your art journal for you. All right. This one goes to Sheila. Number 5. Number 5 is this one. And this one's got a tree. And the tree had a star up here, and I hated to cut off that star. It had a tree top and a star, but I wanted to get the postcard on there. So I still think it's nice. And in the back, you got a wreath on it. And the range is between 800 and 850. Don't say anything until I say go, because I have to think of a number. Between 800 and 850. All right, go. I'm watching the numbers go by here. Peg, you're still with us? Are you doing art while you're listening to the chat? I wish you could, guys. Well, you can go to Peg's channel. She does beautiful, beautiful projects. And let me tell you, Peg is a teacher. If you want to know something, ask Peg. She probably knows the answer, but if she doesn't, she'll help you find it. Got a couple really close ones here. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3. My comments went blank on me. 4, 5. The number was... You're going to laugh. That's okay, mixed media. Oh, I was pulling up on Mother Teresa. I'll have to glue her back down again. The number was 803. Now, I think Peg got 802, but I thought I saw another really close one in here. 805. Maybe that was the one I saw. Here I was talking about Peg, and she got the number, I believe. Would you all agree that it's Peg? I think so. I owe Peg some Happy Mail. All right. Peg, you're getting this one with the wreath on the back of it. The last one is number 6, and I'm just calling it, oh, I Believe in Miracles, or Believe in Miracles, and it's got a bulb up in the corner. And again, thanks to Lucia McGill for the rub-ons. I was going, what am I going to do in the back? What am I going to do in the back? And I was looking through my Happy Mail, and there they were. And this one has a sleigh coming out of the corner. But I'm going to give you a choice. These were the extras at this point, and Peg, I think you too. Some of these were, it's really kind of hard to cut this fabric. Peg, would you rather have this? I'm going to give you a choice. Would you rather have the sleigh or this one? I'm going to give you a choice, Peg. Because this got a sleigh, but it's got the little antlers coming up over here with the... It's got postcard over in the corner. On the back it says, Joy to the World. 2 snowflakes. It's kind of hard when they designed this fabric. They really did not design it. These cards are 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. And it was really kind of hard to get good full images in that design space. In fact, I think these went right like this. That's how I cut it. Did Peg give me an answer? Peg, which one do you want? The sleigh or the one with the tree and the cabin? She must be eating popcorn. You like this one? Or you like this one? Tell me which one, sleigh or cabin. I have to have it in words. I don't know which one I picked. Mary, could you do a live stream? I can't, Aristi, because we have our supper, and then we have, my brother watches Wheel of Fortune, and he's kind of hard of hearing, so we watch that, and then, well, that's over at 7, but I need just a little time to get set up and kind of take a breath. The cabin? Okay. Alrighty. Well then, for number 6, I'm going to give the person the same option. They can either have this sleigh or this sleigh. And on the back is Joy to the World or I Believe in Miracles. 5 a.m. Oh, Aristi. I thought about doing it in the afternoon, but Barb Owen does her live on the... And to me, the afternoons are... I just like the evening. I like folks for the evening here. I know for you it's wee hours of the morning, and I wish I could change that. But no, this is probably about the best time for me to do it. It's like I'm asking you guys to come over to my house for Friday night. And in your case, it's come over at 3 o'clock in the morning, Aristi. We do appreciate it when you come in. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to draw for number 6. And I'm going to give you a choice between which one you want. The range is between 2,000 and 2050. Yeah, I understand that, Sheila. And that's kind of with me. There are so many things going on during the day for me. It just doesn't work for me. So, range 6, number 6, the range is between 2,000 and 2050. So, let's see. Don't say anything till I pick a number. Okay, go. Oh, that's okay. You're all right. Aristi, I will say, though, if you can't make the chat, you can watch the replay. And, you know, maybe sometime we can have a special chat for gals that are in your time zone. Yeah, that might be a good option, Peg. A Wednesday afternoon before Aunt Beck once in a while. Would that work? Let's see. What would... Aunt Beck goes on at 3 Eastern, which would be 2 Central. So if I went before Aunt Beck... I would have to probably go around between 11:30 and 12 on Wednesday afternoon. So, Central Time. So what would that be in your time, Aristi? 11:30 in the morning would be what time for you? Well, add a good 12 hours. It would probably be 11:30 at night, wouldn't it? Maybe not 12 hours, 7 or 8 hours. Probably be sometime in the evening for you. We'll have to talk about it. Right now, it's, let me look. It's 9:30. It's 9:30 at night. 9:33 right now. And it's 5:30 there. So you're probably about 8 or 9 hours ahead of us. So if I went at 11:30 in the morning, it'd probably be late afternoon, early evening for you. That might work for you. Yeah. Peg, that's a good idea. We'll have to talk about that, Aristi, and I'll see if I can do that maybe once a month or something. So I don't want to, I like my Friday nights. I'll probably keep all my Friday nights, but maybe I'll do an extra one on Wednesday before Aunt Beck. I don't want to clash with Aunt Beck. I'll jump off so I can go talk to Aunt Beck. So we're done. So let's see. The number was 2022. That's 2022, believe it or not. So, let's see what we have. 2022. 203, 2048, 49, 47, 38, 39, 36, 41, 11. Oh, Leslie, Scrapping Life Away is 2025. I think she's probably 2020. Aristi. I think Aristi and Leslie are tied. Because Aristi is 2020, so that's 2 away, and Leslie is 2025. Oh, she's 3 away. Sorry, Leslie. Aristi, I think you won it. How does that work? Did they take postcards in Greece, Aristi? Well, I have your address. Will it work if I just put... And you can choose which one you want. Well, I think I'll send Leslie the other one. So I'll let Leslie have a choice. Here, because I've got a few extra, and then we're going to end it. But which one do you want, Aristi? Here, let me get out my extras, because here's a Christmas tree. We'll let Aristi pick. We'll give you a choice. There's the cabin one. There's just the tree with the star on it. Oh! Mixed Media Book Arts is Leslie, too. Mixed Media Book Arts, welcome. I didn't even see you come in. Okay. I will, Rose. There's this one. It really goes this way. It's a cabin with the postcard on the side. I'm just going to put them out this way. Which one do you want? Pick one, Aristi. Oh, which one had the miracle on the back? This one did. But it's only got a portion of the sleigh, but it's got I believe in miracle, or just believe in miracles on the back. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give it to a U.S. lady. Give it to Becky because of shipping. I like the one with the deer. This one, Aristi? Okay, this one goes to Aristi. And we got 2 Leslies in here, so let's just give away some of these. Postcards aren't that expensive. I wouldn't even think to grease. Okay, Leslie scrapping life away. Which one do you want? The tree, the sleigh, the I believe in miracles. This one says joy to the world, and it's got a sleigh up on the vertical up here, and then there's the cabin down here. The one with the miracle, okay. All right, now our other Leslie, where are you? Mixed Media Book Arts. We're going to let you have a choice because I got some extras here. Just because your name is Leslie. I've got 3 left. Do you want the one with the sleigh up here in the top? And it says joy to the world. There's one with the tree. And it says Merry Christmas. And there's this one with the cabin, and it's just a gift and a snowflake. We're going to let you pick. Our Mixed Media Book Arts. I'm going to have to go visit your channel. You're new to me. Welcome. Joy, please. So the joy to the world, this one. All right. And if you're on Facebook, I'll need your address, Leslie Mixed Media Book Arts. Facebook at Meridel Abrams. Or email me at the.meri.atelier, A-T-E-L-I-E-R, @gmail.com. I'll kind of hold this up here for a few minutes. We're about 2 hours and 7 minutes into the session. All right. Just because your name was Leslie. I don't want to write it there. I'll write it here. I'll get these out probably early next week because I need to mail the Recycled Parts for Art prizes. So there we go. Yay! Now the only thing we have left to do is something on this desktop. I always save that for last. And I don't think I'm going to glue anything down. I think I'm going to draw. We saved out this guy's bowler hat. We're going to call that a bowler hat. And I started pulling up this. I need to glue that down. But I'm going to draw this with my fine line paint applicator. Black. And we're going to give this, who was it, Azure? Is she still in here? I think she was the one, or some of you guys suggested the hat. And the monocle. We want to do a monocle. I might have to save that monocle for next time because I like to look at something. Otherwise, I might just give him a black eye. Let me push this up a little bit without bumping the camera stand. Let's see. I'm going to look at this guy. Now, here's the thing. This face is kind of looking at me, kind of head on. This one that I'm looking at, his hat is facing that way. So I'm wanting to turn this man. I'm wanting to turn him like this. So I'm just going to kind of get some inspiration from it. And I was watching Aunt Beck do her snowman. Oh, on that envelope the other day, she did this as a beautiful job. I'm going, wow, you know, it's not easy to do art in front of everybody live and concentrate what you're doing. And Peg, good night. Concentrate on what you're doing and watch the chat and do a good job. And this guy's hat, look, see, his hat's already too big for his head. His head only comes to there. No, I guess not. It's going to fit. Something like that. Now, I'm just going to do the outline with the fine line paint applicator. And I don't think this hat has a band to it. For right now, a band will be easy enough to paint in there, but I want to leave room for a monocle. But I'm going to look at a picture before I put that in there, because like I said, I don't want to give that guy a black eye. And now I'm just going to get out my paint and paint it in, because if I try to do that with my fine line paint applicator, I'll be scratching across the desktop. You know what I'd like to do on my desktop? We've done gluebook. I'd like to do a big, huge stained glass window. Wouldn't that be fun? I would just love to do that. And get some nice paints, maybe some metallics, some glossy ones that I really can't put inside my... I'm trying to get this cap on here. I'm going to save it for later. And just do a big, huge stained glass window. I need black paint. I need black paint. Where did I set those paints? I thought I had black out. Here we go. Black. Deco Arts. And I think I have a craft brush here that I was using in my book. It's seen its better days. Now I'm watching what I'm painting here. I'm not watching the chat. And I think I'm just, even though it doesn't have a band, I need to leave something in there to define it. I like him already. And I'm just going to go like that for now. That white should have come more like this. Maybe after this is dry, I'll go in with something. Let's give him a... Let's give him a black coat, sort of. Just kind of some black in here. He needs black jacket. Oh, I like him. I think it's his gold face. You know, I'm going to have to glue this image maybe down up here. Now he's got a white shirt on. So I don't want to... You guys are too much. I would have never done this unless Azure would have said, put a mustache on him, Meri. I'll give his shoulder up a little bit more here. Now I'll come in with some white when this is all dried. You guys can't see it too well, can you? And it can't jiggle the camera a little. That's as far up as I can get it. Let me move my camera a little. There. Now, his head really, because his ear is right here, so his neck really comes in there. There's a space of gold that was probably the background of the paper that I fussy cut it from. I may take some of this yellowish paint and go in there and define that area a little bit more. Do a white shirt for him in the same way with the yellow in there. And we want to give him a monocle, but I don't want to do it tonight because I'm afraid I'll give him a black eye instead of a monocle. And then I want to define this area in his hat just a little bit more too. But while the paint's wet, I don't want to do anything because I'll mess it up. Put my hand in it. That's what I'll do. So we've been going for a brass-rimmed monocle. Okay? Brass-rimmed. I have bronze paint that could probably pass for brass. Anita's bronze acrylic. But yeah, I want to do a stained glass drop paper. I think that would be fun. Maybe after Christmas. I'll have to think what we'll put. You know, and it doesn't have to be religious in nature. It could be flowers or something to do with the New Year. You know, I'll have to, it could be hummingbirds. Aunt Beck says, I need to buy some gold, silver, and copper paints. Me too, Aunt Beck. I've been avoiding metallics and glossies because I've been doing a lot of working in these journals, and just give me the matte paints. Yeah, I don't want to worry about this sticking together stuff. Copper would be great. But on something like this, you could use metallics and glossy paints and really go to it. So that's on my slate for 2018. And I need to glue this down a little bit more. It's working its way up. But I think I must have close to 10 or 15 sheets on this drop paper, and I keep adding to it. It's a foam board that I got at the dollar store, but it's really cushiony now. If you could feel it, it's cushiony. And I'm getting to the point to where I should take all those off and do something with them. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I have my Sebastians on the underneath of this, and hi, Nye. Welcome. Nye, I sent off your prize from last week, so be watching. It'll probably take a couple weeks to get to you. Nye is from Japan. I just love that name. Every time I look at that name, I think of flowers. I think of course, I think Oriental, but I think flowers. I think kimonos. So I'm running down rose gold. Yes, mixed media. Yes, Leslie. Absolutely. Rose gold. I even like the sound of it. They do. Japanese names sound like music. I think they do. But then you get us Americans trying to pronounce them, and we're singing off key. What can I say? Oh, thank you so much. Nye, you weren't in here when I was doing my little mini book. What did I do with it here? I set it over to the side. Hold on a minute. I have all these little scraps that fall on the floor. And so I started gluing them in. So just little pieces. Just little pieces. We were doing that earlier, but I'm going to have to go through. I see some of these pages are sticking together already. I knew they would because I was not very careful with my gluing. I'll go in and separate all these pages. Just this little book. I'm really liking these mini composition books. I wish that they would sew them. How hard would it be for them? They sew those larger ones. I wish they would sew these. And they're glued in there. They're not sewn. But I did find one that I'm going to use for my doodle, for Poet Spice's January Doodle Challenge as she does it. It's a little artsy one that's sewn. So I'm running out of steam, you guys. So I really want to thank you for coming, visiting in my home tonight. I always enjoy Friday nights. You too, Aunt Beck. Everybody have a really nice weekend. And thank you for coming, Christine. I just enjoy you all so much. So everybody have a really great weekend. I'm going to go ahead and close it out now. Good night.